And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Jason Danard, and I'm Chad's oldest brother. It's my pleasure to be here with my wife Adriana and our two boys, Wyatt and Warner, who are getting some much needed sleep right now. I'd like to thank Cam and Dawn. This truly is a beautiful setting. We're all very fortunate to be here. Certainly nice to be here today. Chad and I attended the Grey Cup together last month in Calgary, and Chad asked me if I'd be willing to toast him at the wedding. And I told him that it would be my honor, and it really is. It's an honor. It's an honor to be here, and it's an honor to toast you, Chad. You're a wonderful brother. I am 7 years older than Chad, and one of the nice things about being that much older is that I have a lot of memories of Chad growing up that he himself doesn't have. And, I remember the day that he was born. Brother Brian and I woke up in the morning and Mom and Dad were gone. And Grandma said that Mom had gone to have the baby. And before we knew it, Chad was home with Mom, and our lives would never be the same. As most of you know, Chad is a fairly reserved individual. I would like you to know that he wasn't always that way, and isn't always that way. But growing up on Willow Way in Edmonton, Chad did have quite a reputation for being a little bit of a terror, which was very understandable given the fact that, you know, he's chasing around two older brothers that were quite a handful themselves. But one thing about Chad growing up, he was always very good at everything that he did. Everything from school to the ski hill, Chad always excelled. And I remember when I found out that Chad was being sent away to Brentwood, and sent away is maybe harsh words, but at the time that was my vision of Brentwood, because it was constantly being threatened to me. If you don't behave, we're sending you away to Brentwood. And I somehow dodged that bullet, but Chad didn't. And I just remember thinking, you poor thing. But I was terribly wrong, and a little bit envious of Chad's experiences there. And while at Brentwood, Chad did continue to excel. As a lot of you know that are close to Chad, from rowing to rugby to squash to being a constant honor student to being valedictorian of his graduating class, Chad really could do no wrong. But one of the best things that happened to Chad, the best thing that happened to Chad while at Brentwood, is he met Jen. And I recall hearing about Chad's new girlfriend, and I certainly remember meeting Jen for the first time. The thoughts that came to my mind were, well, you could do a lot worse. But I don't know that anyone could do any better. You're a lucky man, Chad.
I don't know if that was.
Chad continued his run of accomplishments at Queen's University, where he graduated with his Bachelor of Commerce with a gold medal. That followed by a 5-year run at Morgan Stanley, where he spent time in Toronto, New York, and India, all the while maintaining his relationship with Jen. I think that speaks volumes about their relationship. I personally don't know of another couple that could have gone that length of time, being that far apart, at that period in their life, and still stay together. That, to me, really says a lot about the strength of the relationship. And in 2005, Chad made a move that many would question on a professional level, but I don't think any would question on a personal level. Chad took position with TriWest in Calgary to be closer to family, friends, and of course, the love of his life. That was a move that made me and my family truly happy, as well as everyone else in Calgary and Alberta and Western Canada. We're happy to have you here, Chad. I'd like you all to raise your glass and toast Chad. Chad, you're a great brother, you're a great son, grandson, uncle, friend, and partner. You're a great man.
Yeah.